Good morning and welcome to Shaw Planet for December 6th, 2022. If you are watching this on video, sorry, not sorry, you are seeing me in all my childhood glory. This is how I used to dress up as a superhero when I was younger. I used to have towels. My mom was annoyed because I never folded them. And now I'm sure my wife will be annoyed, sorry, Pinky, about not actually folding them. Um, and I'm wearing my Superman shirt. I was bestowed an honor, and I am now in this list of super lawyers. Yes, for 2023, I will be in the roster of super lawyers. It's a rating service for outstanding lawyers who have attained a high degree of peer recognition and professional achievement. So, childhood superhero dreams and fantasies and all that other stuff. Slightly fulfilled, not really, but no, I'm excited. And it's interesting because a lot of folks, since we've entered the wealth management space many years ago, asked, well, are you still practicing law? Is that still something that you're committed to? And the answer is yeah, it totally is. So I'm very, very proud. And obviously it's a team approach too. So I thought I'd have a little fun with it this morning and actually dress up as a superhero. So super lawyers, superheroes, not exactly the same thing, but kind of the same thing, right? Well, just humor me on this. Yeah, let's just say it's the same thing. Speaking of superheroes, and speaking of sort of being, well, anyway, first of all, thank you for those of you who already reached out to me because they knew about the super lawyer a bit, and thank you for my team for actually helping me to actually be a super lawyer because everybody needs a Justice League or an Avengers, and I am but just one superhero in our Justice League. So the rest of the Shaw Total Planning team could not do it without you. So here's the other thing. This past weekend, we were actually in Atlantic City. And why were we in Atlantic City? Well, we were watching my son's volleyball tournament, which was awesome. I'm not much of a gambler, but the way these casinos sort of set it up is you have to walk through the casino from the parking deck into it, and you're kind of watching all of these folks gambling. And very few of them seem like they're having fun, but some of them do seem like they're having fun. And it was an interesting sort of lesson. And those of you who are watching us on YouTube or on any of our social media, you're seeing that we're doing these 27 principles of investing. It was a book that was written by my friend Steve Atkinson with Buckingham. He's done a fantastic job with it. But it's interesting because when we go through these principles, there's principle 26, so rule number 26, which if you haven't seen it already, you're going to see it soon. But it talks about being an investor, not a speculator. So here's the one thing that you need to know about gambling. You walk into this casino happened to be Harrah's, and by the way, Jaden did fantastic. His team did fantastic in the tournament. They won all of their matches the first day. The second day, which was after the seeding was done, they won their first match. They did lose their second match to a really good team as well too, but they're playing fantastic. But here's the one thing that you need to understand. Unlike volleyball, getting back to the gambling piece, you're at these Harrah's casinos or these Borgatas or all these other sort of really sort of over the top type casinos. Where's that money coming from? Nothing is left to chance. So in the end, what do we know? We hear this all the time. The house always comes out as a winner. The casino is not a nonprofit. It's a business, and they're not throwing free money away. So like any other business, it has a business model. But here's the thing: if it's a business model, it's a profitable business model, clearly, because casinos are not going away anytime soon. In fact, they just keep proliferating through Pennsylvania and New York and basically all over the place. Why do people gamble if the house always wins? People gamble for fun. That's why they're supposed to be gambling. And I know that there's other issues out there with respect to addiction and other problems too. So obviously they're not always gambling for fun. Some people are gambling for other reasons, but why are people gambling if the house always wins? If they're gambling for fun? Because there's a possibility, even if it's a small possibility, of winning some money. But most bettors, most people who gamble, they know that the house holds an edge. The house always wins. If I have the option to pull a slot, although I think it's a button now, but if I have the option to play a slot machine or play blackjack or play poker or play any of those games right now, I know intellectually that the casino has set this up so that it's really their odds. They're the ones who are supposed to be winning. But the bettors sometimes misunderstand exactly how big that edge is. Casinos are smart, and they pay a lot of people a lot of money to basically incentivize people to keep betting, right? They keep the drinks coming. They're going to comp you for breakfast. They'll comp you for the room. Just stay tonight. Have some breakfast. Have some, all the eggs you could eat in the morning so you could hang out here and maybe gamble a little bit more because they know that the longer you bet, the house advantage gets a little bigger. Now, there's a lesson here for us to learn as investors, right? Casinos are profitable businesses. A lot of industries, there's been various industries. And I think there was one with the Wall Street Journal, I'm looking at it right now, that basically said in a private gambling database, only 13.5% of gamblers end up winning. 13.5% of gamblers end up winning. So a little better than 1 out of every 10, maybe 1 out of every 9 actually wins. Pretty good for the house, right? So I walk into this casino, I see slot machines. Better for me to play a slot machine? Maybe not. What if I played a slot machine as well as played blackjack? My odds better? Maybe, maybe not. What if I played roulette, blackjack, and the slot machine? Better? Maybe not. But here's the better one. What if I was actually the casino? I've got a pretty good chance. So if only 1 out of every 9 gamblers are actually winning, that means 8 out of 9 times the casino's winning. Wouldn't it be better for me to own the casino? And this is where it's important for us to decide, are we going to be investors or are we going to be speculators? This is rule 26 or principle 26 of investing. Understand the difference between investing and speculating. That's going to make a significant difference, right? So any casino game has 2 parties, the speculator or the gambler, and the house or the investor. Both play the game, but only one is truly investing. The gambler's not investing. Why? Because it comes down to the odds. At best, if the gamblers have let's just say 47% chance of winning, all they could do is hope for a positive outcome. Hope is not a plan. The casino, they know better. They know the odds are in their favor. They stay disciplined, they win. So if I have the choice of actually betting on one game, one stock, one winner, or if I have a chance of buying the casino, knowing that my odds are better for winning, that's probably where I want to be. So the key to successful investing is act like the casino, not the gambler. Diversify across your thousands of securities and investments. Don't try to predict markets and don't try to predict the next hand. Fine, there was like 5 face cards. Is there going to be like a 6th face card? Maybe, maybe not. Don't even do it. Don't even bother with that. Because over the long term, we've got history that shows that the behaviors might improve your odds of success. Now, if you do happen to be a superhero and you've got some X-ray vision and you've got some amazing hearing or maybe some predictive powers, you could ignore everything that I just said. Thank you for joining Shah Planet today. I'm looking forward to seeing you next week. Stay safe, stay well, and stay